him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the video game moments we never expected to see from 2014 to 2023.
What's your name?
Abby.
Abby, are you okay?
Number 10. The truth about Bugsnax. Bugsnax.
I hope you wrote a story worth telling. I'm sorry that I put you through so much to get it.
Something isn't right on Snacktooth Island, and from the beginning, the discerning player will suspect that eating the critters and slowly turning your body parts into food probably isn't the best idea. But even all those hints don't prepare you for the final revelation about what the Snack Squash and the Queen of Bugsnax really are.
They're parasites. They get inside you and they change you.
It's been Lisbeth all along, the original leader of the Snacktook expedition, and she's turned into an enormous mutant monster. The Bugsnax reproduce by being so delicious you can't help but eat them, which eventually transforms you into one. It'll be even more traumatic if you try to rush through the game, as any characters whose side quests aren't complete will die to the Bugsnax hordes.
We made it! That means Snorpy owes me $5.
Number 9. What happened to Beth and Hannah? Until dawn.
It was just a prank, Han. What did you do?
We're just messing around, Beth. It wasn't serious.
You jerks!
A prank gone awry causes the Washington twins, Beth and Hannah, to run out of their cabin in the woods and into a snowstorm, where we see them tumble from a cliff never to be found. Over the course of the game, you'll uncover various mysteries that all converge at the end, unraveling who the killer is, what the Wendigos are, and what happened to Beth and Hannah. The truth is horrific though, as we learn that Beth died during her fall, and to survive, Hannah had to eat her body. But cannibalism in this world turns a person into a Wendigo, meaning Hannah was cursed to become one. Number 8. Dutch and Gloria. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Gloria! Buenas noches.
We knew from playing the first game that eventually Dutch would abandon morality and the gang would splinter, but we didn't know how this would all play out. We get hints from the very beginning as the gang talks about the innocent women Heidi McCourt, Dutch shot in the Blackwater Massacre. But even Arthur was shocked to see what happened to Dutch on Guarma as he violently murders an old woman, Gloria.
Pay more. Pay now.
Dutch? What are you doing? Jesus.
It's true that she pulled a knife and tried to get more money from him, but that's nothing Dutch himself hasn't done in the past. And going by how easily Dutch disarms her, she was clearly never a threat. Even on a low honor run, Arthur is horrified.
So how did you know she was gonna betray us? What'd she say? It was in her eyes, in the way she was leading us. But you said you knew Spanish. I know human beings, Arthur.
Number 7. Evelyns Death. Cyberpunk 2077.
Evelyn Parker. I knew it was you as soon as you walked in.
She's the one who sets up the relic heist at the beginning of the game. Longtime friend of Judy Alvarez, who frequently saw Yorinobu Arasaka as a client, Evelyn has a lot of valuable information. After the heist went wrong, Evelyn eventually found herself badly beaten by another client at Clouds, where she was handed over to the world's sleaziest Ripperdoc. V and Judy finally find her, but she never recovers.
V, this is important. Judy's always been there for me. Always helped out. I trust her.
Judy only leaves her alone for a short while, but Evelyn takes her own life. In a game that tries to shock you at every turn with its hypersexualized world and endless crime, poverty, and violence, this is perhaps Cyberpunk 2077's most tragic event.
Can't he just use my recording? Why are we wasting time?
So we don't risk our necks.
Number 6. A Baby in 4 Parts. Resident Evil Village.
I've heard all your arguments. Some of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision.
At the beginning of Village, Ethan and Mia are playing happy families with their newborn daughter Rose, only for that dream to be shattered by Chris Redfield kidnapping them. Ethan eventually finds out that Rose has fallen into the hands of Mother Miranda, who has, shall we say, separated the baby into 4 pieces and given one to each of the 4 lords for safekeeping.
My decision is final. There will be no argument. Remember from whence you came.
Thanks.
You eventually find out that Rose is made of the mold, which is how she's able to survive dismemberment. Ethan is also later subjected to a nightmarish hallucination of a monstrous baby at the hands of Donna Beneviento, one of the scariest bosses in the franchise. Number 5. BJs Audition. Wolfenstein II, The New Colossus.
Es tut mir leid, meine Nachricht hat Sie wohl nicht erreicht.
Bessere konnten wir nicht finden!
This scene is so shocking that YouTube won't even let us show you the original version. Instead, we have to use the censored German release of Wolfenstein II. Following his supposed execution and resurrection, BJ is sent on another daring mission. This time, all the way to Venus, where he's undercover as an actor auditioning for the role of Terror Billy, i.e. himself.
Ein kaltblütiger Terrorist? Das sind Sie!
But who else should show up to the audition other than the big man himself, who's clearly gone even more insane since Germany won the war? BJ is horrified by his presence as he vomits and urinates everywhere and then shoots one of BJ's fellow thespians for having a bad audition.
Nein, mein Kanzler, ich komme aus Arizona.
Number 4. The Heim. The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt.
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
There are a lot of shocking moments in The Witcher 3 to choose from. The first appearance of the Ladies of the Wood, or the Botchling, for instance. But the quest Possession is perhaps more distressing than both of those, as the best choice is to have Geralt put a baby into an oven.
Give me the baby!
In the oven. Throw him in the oven!
This is because Udalric, the unstable Jarl of Clan Brakvar, has been taken over by Heim, a dark entity that feeds on guilt. One option to free him of the Heim is to trick the Heim by having it latch onto somebody else's guilt, in this case Geralt's. But the Heim is forced to release him when the trick is revealed. The baby is actually unharmed. Number 3. You Arent Snake. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Metal Gear has always been known for its twists and turns, but few stick in the mind as much as the revelation that throughout all of the Phantom Pain, you weren't playing as Big Boss at all. Previously, you believed that you were Big Boss, awoken from a 9-year-long coma and taking on the mantle Venom Snake as you intervene in international politics again. But this was all a red herring so that the true Big Boss, who you've known as Ishmael since the beginning, could operate unnoticed. You're actually just some guy who's been brainwashed into thinking he's Big Boss as part of this extremely elaborate plan. Number 2. Odin Was Tier, God of War Ragnarok.
I know you've questioned why you even pulled me out of that hole. I have too.
Though he's a god of war as well, Tyr is famously a level-headed pacifist in the Norse pantheon, always looking for a way to avoid bloodshed. He behaves like this for most of Ragnarok until Atreus finally retrieves the mask. But it's Brock who sees through him first, ranting until Tyr stabs him.
I'm talking to you! You never shut up!
It turns out that Tyr has been Odin in disguise the entire time, and then he takes Atreus hostage until he's able to escape. This betrayal gives the player even more of a reason to hate Odin, as if there wasn't enough already, since Brock's death makes you desperate to launch the final assault on Asgard and take down the All-Father.
Too bad, son. Looks like war after all.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Joel's Death, The Last of Us Part 2.
You two live nearby? We do. A few hours down the hill. Y'all should come back with us, restock before you head out.
Appreciate it.
Maybe the most controversial moment in a video game ever, even though this story beat leaked ahead of time, many still didn't believe it. But it was true. Joel is brutally murdered by a golf club wielding Abby right at the beginning of the game in front of Ellie, who swears revenge.
Pin her down! Get off me!
This series is full of violent and disturbing moments, but the murder of the previous game's main character was too much for some players to bear. People ended up breaking their discs in half and sending death threats to the cast, refusing to play the rest of the game that reveals Abby had a good reason for what she did. Her father was the surgeon from the first game's finale.
Oh my god. Ellie. I'm sorry.
Let us know in the comments which of these moments you can never unsee.
You're gonna strangle me next? I'm doing the best I can.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.